All right, so check your time now. What's your time? Not the talk could be 3 minutes. Yes. 3 minutes past 8 o'clock this morning on top of the radio. Citizen FM 93.7. Nadia Uday, this better morning. Today, now still number 6 day for inside of March 20 plus 23, now 2023. The big talk on top of Super Citizen at Sunrise. We don't change the gear. Inside of the big talk this morning. And we go check some kind of matters. You and me, we will reason them one-on-one how it be. All right, I don't give you some more expo. Two things we'll go look for inside of the big talk this morning. Now, I'm going to look the cash matter. We're concerned the cash, how it take the be now. The Supreme Court don't come outside on the 3rd of February. Don't pass the judgment, say, okay, they don't stamp them, say, okay, the currency, the new currency, if it's the use them till December 31st, the old one rather, if they use until December 31st, talk about the 500 naira, because don't forget, say CBN, after President Muhammad Buhari don't give speech, talks about they reintroduce the old 200 naira back into circulation. Well, people never to see plenty of that, but well, that one day, then CBN now, the Supreme Court now don't talk, say 500 naira and 1,000 naira make it come back into circulation, at least for the now, go reach December 31. That means all the old notes supposed to come back to circulation, 200, 500, 1,000, and even the new notes, all of them go there inside of circulation. Now, but the question be, say, Supreme Court don't talk how far? Now, I don't talk here the other day. I said, make we not reach the point where we say, complex, we undermine our Supreme Court, because we not go from the way we talk about Supreme Court to the way we respond to matters of Supreme Court, whether or not we see or hear people treat Supreme Court well, we still need to know. Say Supreme Court, Supreme. Now, the number one court, they call them apex court, now the number one court for inside of the country. And the word we come out from Supreme Court, they're very powerful. So we no go they talk down on Supreme Court like say, I beg Supreme. No, we need to try our best to give Supreme Court that respect and that regard when it get as the number one court for inside of the country. Now, having said that, make we move on to the one when it be say Supreme Court don't talk, yes. How far for inside of street there? You don't they see the old notes maybe later today. I don't know whether from that the third of March now, Friday now, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go reach today. Whether you don't they see the notes, they come in contact with the old 500 naira or 1,000, and then I want to still find out whether if they give you the money, whether you go collect, because many people they talk say in fact, we see some of the headlines where people they reject some of the headlines this morning. Say people businesses reject old notes even after Supreme Court don't talk. So I want to find out from you this morning if old 500 naira or old 1,000 naira cross your way this morning. Shall you go collect them or you no go collect them? Shall you go look and say this one are old money? Abi you no go collect them? Because we don't get the go-ahead from the Supreme Court to chop the money, okay, to chop the old currency. So if you cross your path this morning, how far you go agree use them, or you go agree collect them from person? How you go be? I would like to hear from you on top of that particular one. Make I know how you feel about this one, because many people for their mind now old notes, they don't come on mind. They wait, they find the new one. But I want to know, with this new declaration now, new judgment where we don't hear, whether you go fit to spend or you go fit to collect the old 500 naira and the old 1,000 naira. I'm going to leave 200 because 200 don't day on ground first, the old one. So make we see the old 500 naira and the old 1,000 naira. You go fit to collect them. The numbers they there 0903 22 29 797, 0818 22 22 205, 0818 22 22 206. Now, while we the reason that particular one, make we still move ahead. Make we check some things really happen for inside of the National Assembly. Now, National Assembly, normally, in case you don't know, the balance well there. Yes, the balance well. Now, the legislative arm of the government, yes, of course. And we know say we don't dey see different vibes, different. We don't dey see different energies. Don't they come out from that area now? Because if you check them, the 10th assembly will be saying be this particular assembly where with the interso with this dispensation where they go inaugurate by June this year. All right, we go start work by June this year. If you check them, they get some kind of people will fall out or will come out from the assembly, and they get some people will enter new. Some people will enter new. So we go check them, and then we go still find out. We'll check all of them this morning. And of course, we'll go put mouth based on how it be. Find out some of this. You get some of the people will be like them be landlord OGs for inside of the National Assembly there. One or two of them be don't ball out, don't make way for newcomers. So we'll check all of those ones for inside of the big talk this morning. And of course, Yusuf will get to put your mouth. New faces. New faces. With the now, but make we start to the look now. First of all, make we look at the parties and the distribution, how many seats and all of that where they don't collect. Make we check all of that one first of all. Then we will still the move ahead. They check how it be. Now, for inside of the matter, if you look at very simpliciously, the All Progressive Congress will be the APC. They still win the majority of the seats for inside of the National Assembly. Yes, they will still win the majority of the seats for inside of the National Assembly, and we'll go try break everything down for you and make you see how it be. Now, for the Senate, based on 1 or 2 for inside of the Senate arrangements, yes, so far so good. After the election, 57 Senate seats. Now, waiting APC win for inside of this election. PDP win 29 seats, Senate seats. Labour Party win 6 Senate seats. Labour Party, new Labour Party, which just come out, 6 Senate seats. SDP win 2 Senate seats. NNPP win 2 Senate seats. YPP win 1 Senate seat, and ABGA win 1. Now, I believe say YPP and ABGA senators. YPP they go Gasby Ifanyuba of the Anambra State there, and of course ABGA serve I believe Naya Baribe from Abia State there. Now for the lower chamber, when they take APC collect 162 seats for inside of the matter. PDP collect 102 seats. Labour Party 34. So Labour Party collect total of 40 seats for National Assembly, 34 for House of Rep, and 6 for Senate. All right. NNPP collect 18 seats. ABGA collect 4 seats. ADC collect 2 seats. SDP collect 2 seats. YPP collect 1 seat. All right. Now, so the thing go for inside of the matter, the breaking down of all the seats them for inside of the National Assembly, according by the parties them, the ones where the parties them collect based on how it be. So APC still the majority. APC still hold the majority of the seats for the National Assembly. Now, make we still they look they go based on how it be. Now, if we look this whole matter, some people they when they be say them balling newly. Some people they when they be say them be like the landlord and they know see chance enter again. People will be say like now OGs. Now OGs. But make we start with the OGs them. We still come back. The people we don't take for that assembly and we still come back again. When I say OG, that's not what I mean by OGs so that you go understand what they talk about. Yes. Okay, so quickly, make we check them there. For inside of the matter, Lawan, I'll talk about the current Senate president, the incumbent president of the Senate, Ahmed Lawal. He don't date the National Assembly since 1999. Now, the first elect him as member of the House, when he be say the House of Rep, of course, he spent 2 terms and 8 years. And in the represent Badi Jakusko Federal Constituency for inside of Yobe State there as House of Rep member for inside of the House of Reps when you do 2 terms. Then for 2007, they elect him enter inside of Senate when he take represent Yobe North Senatorial District. And since that 2007, so they don't re-elect him into the Senate to represent Yobe North Senatorial District. They don't re-elect him back to back, 2011, 2015, 2019. Back to back, they don't re-elect him. And he don't come back again. Lawal becomes Senate President that now of the 9th Senate, and the 9th Assembly, become the 9th President of the 9th Senate for inside of 2019. And then in return to the Senate, for inside of the Saturday election, that one now gets some drama. Drama. We follow him. Him being contest the presidential primary for the governing All Progressive Congress. He lose him. But then another aspirant will be Bashir Machina will win the party senatorial ticket for the Senate seat where Lawal they occupy. Now, based on 1 or 2, APC been change Machina name, come put Lawal name. That one can cause boost. In fact, the intercourt for the matter. The Supreme Court last validates saying Lawal then be the candidate of the party for the seat for that particular senatorial seat based on how it be. So now so Lawal don't take contest again, and so he don't take enter inside of the he don't win in 7th term. In 7th term for the National Assembly. So he don't go at National Assembly 7 terms. All right, so that one day there, talk about Lawal. I remember just to take some of the old people who still come back. So we'll take them one by one. Then we'll come back to some of the other people. Now, Gbajabiamila, the Speaker of the House of Reps, now let me the current Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, they don't re-elect him for the number 6 term for inside of House of Rep. In become outside the tanking constituencies and constituents, the people from inside of the constituency for Surulere Federal Constituency 1 for Lagos State there, they thank them who say, thank you for how to bring me back for the number 6 time. As they take the B. Now the Speaker in the House of Reps since 2003, and the minority leader of the House for inside of the 7th National Assembly, later become majority leader for inside of the 8th Assembly, after when they be say income the ginger to become the Speaker, but that one no work for him that time for inside of the 8th Assembly. Now on top of the matter, ginger till he can become the Speaker for inside of the 9th Assembly. Okay, don't become the Speaker for the 9th Assembly. Everybody knows say Gbajabiamila a close ally to President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for inside of Lagos there. All right, so all of those ones they there for inside of the matter. Now some of the old parliamentarians will still come back. We still to check them. Now, what about Ndume? Now, the lawmaker where they represent Borno South Senatorial District, he named Senator Ali Ndume. Now, Ali Ndume, now when they be Senator the number 6 time in the comeback to National Assembly, the 6th time. So this 10th Assembly when he enter, so now make up the number 6 time when he join the Assembly. Ndume, in the National Assembly since 2003, when he be say in first represent Chibok, Damboa, Gwoza Federal Constituency of Borno State for 2 terms, 2003 to 2011. Then in call later for inside of 2011, when he be say they elect him, make him take represent Borno South Senatorial District. When he be saying a seat, when he don't sit down on top since that time, go reach now. They re-elect them. Ndume did not attempt to make him become Senate President different times in Opia Forum. He tried to contest for Senate presidency several times in Opia Forum. And then he can become majority leader of the House for inside of the 8th Assembly. But they remove him from the position after when they say 1 or 2 things happen when he take a political position against the then President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki. Ndume, they replace him with Ahmed Lawal. And Ahmed Lawal come later now can become the successor of Saraki, can become the next Senate president. All right, so that one day there. Now, another person, Ado Dogua. Ado Dogua, now the current majority leader of the House, Al Hassan Ado Dogua, and a member of the House when the B say he did for the Third Republic, and he can later return to the Parliament for the Fourth Republic to represent Dogua Tudunwada Federal Constituency for inside of Kano State, 2007. Now, him been done win another tenor, but the one when it be say happened for inside of the election, many higi haga, many controversies surround this particular parliamentarian. And as we talk, he get case to answer with enforcement agents because now the same man where we hear say in carry firearms, okay, in carry firearm go threaten some people, some INEC officials, and we hear about the crime where they hang on top of the neck. We concern arson, say a born house where people they inside with all of those things. So he get cases to answer, but of course, now him they still declare winner for inside of that particular to represent that constituency till 2027. Then Dogua Tudun Wada Federal Constituency for inside of Kano State. Now, according by the matter, now him be the first, according by the record, within the first Nigerian who they swear in enter as a member of the House of Representatives immediately after him finish in youth service. And I take Zeram in as a member of House of Rep. That one day there. Now, make we still see Mohammed Mungunu. Now the current person where they represent Mate Mungunu Ngazai Federal Constituency for inside of Borno State there. They don't represent him again to represent Borno North Senatorial District for inside of the 10th Assembly. Ingo, they take over from Senator Abubakar Kyari when he be sent on the seat until he become the Deputy National Chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Deputy National Chairman North of the ruling All Progressive Congress. Mungunu, now the first elector as a member of the House for inside of the Third Republic, 1992-1993. Then he got returned to the House for 2007 under the current Fourth Republic. Now in 2015, Mungunu been contest for the office of the Speaker, but he can later step down for Femi Gbajabiamila. And when he be saying I'm the candidate where APC leadership would choose to say that Femi Gbajabiamila go. So based on that one, himself can step down. But Mungunu, him don't lose the deputy speakership bid to Yusuf Lasso, while he be say Yakubu Dogara can later hijack the speakership seat from Gbajabiamila. Now, he keep Lasso as in deputy. For inside of 2019, Mungunu joined the speakership race again, but he can still step down again from Gbajabiamila when he be say he can become the party candidate. Now Gbajabiamila still be the party candidate. So based on that one, based on party internal politics, he himself can still step down. But as we talk, now he be the current majority whip for the House of Rep as he take the B. Now make we go towards the eastern side there. The man where they call Senator Einaya Abaribe. Now, him become lawmaker where they represent Abia South Senatorial District for inside of the Senate for 2007 under People's Democratic Party, aka PDP. Now, he can still become minority leader for the Senate till 2022. But he can later quit the position after when we say him failed to secure another ticket because of the Higi Haga we happen for inside of the party. Him and the party they get issues. In fact, he can later port from PDP, come out from PDP, go into Abga, and All Progressives Grand Alliance, and they come resign. As he come out, he can resign in position as minority leader of the Senate based on how it be. Now, but after this particular election we just finished, they don't re-elect them under Abga to come back inside the Senate. Abaribe, the former deputy governor of Abia State there, and in order to represent the states with two ex-governors of the state, they are Oji Zokalo and Theodore Oji for inside of the 9th Assembly. Two of them for inside of the 9th Assembly. All right. So Abaribe, they come back to the Senate. They represent Abia South Senatorial District under Abga for inside of the 10th Assembly, for inside of the 10th Senate. All right. So that one day there, Abba Ibrahim. Now, Now another person when they be say they need to check out from Yobe State. It don't date there. It don't date the house since 2007. 2007. It represent Damatru Gujwa Galani. Federal constituency for instead of Yobe State there. They don't re-elect her for another term. When it be say she been to serve her fourth term for instead of 2016 when it be say President Muhammad Buhari can appoint her, make she become Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. On January 9, 2019, Abba Ibrahim be resigned from President Muhammad Buhari cabinet. May she take contest again for fresh fourth term for inside of the house, and she win. She win. Her family, her political family, different friend. She and her husband at some point, two of them, her husband will be Buka Abba Ibrahim. Two of them been did the National Assembly at one point. You understand? The husband and wife, all of them did National Assembly there. Her husband been served as governor of Yobe State for instead of the Third Republic from January 1992 to November 1993. For instead of the Fourth Republic, him be governor of the state again for two terms, 1999 to 2007. For 2007, he represent Yobe East Senatorial District when it be say instilled day to the 8th Assembly, we end for inside of 2019. But Mrs. Abba Ibrahim contest against she contest against her stepson to take win the APC ticket. When it be said she take the represent her constituency now for the house. You see in a political family, stepson, papa, mama, all of them, then they inside of the matter. All right, so all of them inside of the matter. We still check some of the older parliamentarians we still come back. We go still check them. We go still look some of the old parliamentarians we fall out, we come out from the house. We go check all of them one by one. Another member for instead of the 27 set, that 2007 set will be Mukhtar Betera when he saying they represent Biu, Bayo, Shani Federal Constituency for instead of Borno State, and then a current chair of the House Committee on Appropriation and one of the speakership aspirants. He been done contest for speaker there for instead of the beginning of this 9th house. If we no contest for the speaker seat, and then him be done procure 10 million naira nomination and expression of interest form of the APC for him to seek re-election for inside of the house for 2023. And then they don't tip him, say based on one or two, then go be the next speaker, according by one or two people with a fly up and down. But they don't re-elect him for inside of the number 5 tenure. Now, what about Mutu? Mutu will be Nicholas Mutu. He don't did the house since 1999. 1999. And they get some of these parliamentarians, you know, go really notice them. They could just stay. They could just stay that house. You know, going to say them there for years. Somebody like Nicholas Mutu, he don't did the house since 1999. In they represent Bomadi Patani Federal Constituency for inside of Delta State there. Bomadi Patani, yes, that now the Ijaw speaking side of Delta State. Yes, the Bomadi Patani side, the boundary side. So they represent that side for inside of Delta State there. And then also the Chairman House Committee on Niger Delta Development Commission, the Chairman House Committee on NDDC between 2009 and 2019. Now, according by many people, they don't check and say, be the longest time where any member will head any committee, 2009 to 2019, 10 years. We were arguably the longest time where any member go head any committee. So, no... they know, according by how they take put on it, not be somebody where many people know when it comes to motions and bills based on one or two. Well, anyway, well, according by how they be, they don't still re-elect this man come back for inside of the 10th Assembly. Don't forget, since 1999, he don't come back again for the 10th Assembly. So that one day there now some of the old parliamentarians will still come back. Now make we check some of the old parliamentarians where we say the old parliamentarians or hopefuls or some of the people when they be say they get some ex-governors where we say they get hope, say they go balling, but it's no peer for them. 8:27 now the big talk. Now be this one where they try to put eye for inside of the National Assembly. Make we just check one or two things. Make it not be like say attention, just the presidency, governorship election. How far with National Assembly? The election don't finish. Who they there? Who come out? Which people come inside? Make we just take eye, put there small. Make we see what they happen for inside of the National Assembly. They call me the chief priest. The number they there we go take put body. You know your senator for your state. You know your House of Rep member, the new one for the 10th Assembly. Do you know your House of Rep member? Do you know the House of Rep member where they represent you or the senator where they on top of your matter for your senator? I know they talk about FCT. Now, we know, say, the FCT senator representing FCT, the Labour Party senatorial candidate. Now, she be the senator-elect. Talk about Ireti Kingibe. She will win that one for inside of Abuja here. And then the House of Rep, too. So, you know, apart from Abuja, I know they talk about, for your state, where you come from, you know your House of Rep member where they represent your constituency there for the federal level, and you know your senator. Now, question that they ask, if you know, tell us. But with the try, we could put away eye, we could see some of the things, them, some of the people, we go, and some of the people were still there on board. Now, for inside of some of the veteran lawmakers, we don't bow out for the 10th Assembly. Senator Kabiru Gaya, before governor of Kano State for inside of the Third Republic, 1992 to 1993, on top of the platform of the National Republican Convention, NRC. And then in the Senate since 2007. In the represent Kano South Senatorial District. For inside of the last election, Gaya of the APC in been losing seats to before Senior Special Assistant to President Muhammad Buhari on National Assembly matters from House of Rep. There will be Kawu Sumaila. Kawu Sumaila contest under the party New Nigeria People's Party. And that now talk about Kwankwaso Party there, New Nigeria People's Party. Now, based on that particular party, we're in contest, the Kwankwasia Breeze. All right, so the Kwankwasia Breeze, based on how it be, according by how many people go ascribe the whole matter, that one don't do it in. You don't push Senator Kabiru Gaya out from inside of this particular matter from Kano South Senatorial District for how it take the B. Okay? Kawu Sumaila now be the new senator where they represent Kano South Senatorial District. So as Senator Kabiru Gaya, we don't date here since 2007. It don't finally bow out. It don't finally make way for new senator we just enter for inside of the matter. Who again date here? The lawmaker where they represent Delta South Senatorial District for inside of Delta State since 2003. In name Senator James Manager since 2003. He no go come back for the 10th Assembly. He no go be part of the 10th Assembly because of in governorship ambition. Okay? Because of in governorship ambition. So he no go come back. That one day there. Now, Dogara day there. The immediate past Speaker of the House of Rep, Yakubu Dogara, based on how they take the B. In the represent Bogoro Das Tafawa Balewa Federal Constituency for inside of Bauchi, joined the House 2007, based on how he take B, become the Speaker of the 8th Assembly, then member of the ruling majority APC, can later defect from APC, can join the opposition PDP while in office, even though say they re-elect him as member of the House for inside of the 9th Assembly on the platform of the PDP, they gotta defect back to APC and now back to PDP. I see they take the B. Now, how about Ekweremadu? Ekweremadu did there now one of the longest serving presiding officers for the National Assembly. Nambi Ekweremadu. One of the longest serving presiding officers. Now, some of the issues when it get now, so the issue when it get, we talk about kidney, talk about organ transplant and all of that. It matters still the ground for the case is still ongoing there. And based on how it be, In they represent Enugu West Senatorial District, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, in they serve in 5th consecutive term. That's back-to-back 5 times. And then in the Senate since 2003, the 2nd National Assembly. In the attempt to be the president of the Senate for instead of 2005, but he lose to Senator Ken Nnamani. But Ekweremadu, still was deputy president of the Senate for 3 consecutive terms. In the 6th Senate, now be the deputy Senate president. In the 7th Senate, now be the deputy Senate president. In the 8th Senate, now be the deputy Senate president. 12 years of deputy Senate presidentship. 12 years. And a record time as presiding officer. Now they say arguably one of the longest presiding officers for the National Assembly, based on how it be. Anyway, they try join the governorship race for instead of Enugu, but he lose the PDP ticket. But then later, before 1 or 2 things can happen, they don't later arrest him and then detain him, and then the matter still they go on for instead of the UK, where concern human trafficking and organ harvesting allegations where they hang on top of his neck. That one now they warrant win the answer for now. So yes, now one of the senior men when he be say the no go show face for inside of the 10th Assembly based on how it be. All right, Leo Ogo, they there. Leo Ogo, don't they represent Isoko North, Isoko South Federal Constituency for inside of Delta State for since 2003 for the House of Rep there under PDP since 2003. He be the deputy majority leader of the House for inside of the 7th Assembly and the minority leader for inside of the 8th Assembly. Ogo don't do 1 or 2 things, don't achieve 1 or 2 things as leader for instance of the majority and minority caucus when he be saying in head, and those things there on top of record, especially during the debate we hot well with Femi Gbajabiamila when he be say also then a minority leader can later become majority leader. And Ogo's opponents in Gbajabiamila be Ogo opponent at that time for different times when they take the debate, they drag many things. They know I'm in voice loud or they were well for the assembly there. But as it be, in no good day for inside of the matter. After the 9th Assembly, in go bow out. In no good day available for inside of the 10th Assembly. Based on how it be. All right, all of them still there. Check your time, 8:35. Now, waiting time they talk. We just follow them one by one. Some of the old parliamentarians will still come back, and some of the old parliamentarians will still leave the house. All right, and don't forget, say, I've been to try find out from you, say, how far with the new currency? If they give you, you go collect the 500, the 1,000. You even they see them. All of those ones will they check them. Now, the big talk be this one on top of Super Citizen at Sunrise. They call me the chief priest. And we still they check them now. Now, another person, interesting, when it be say, he still no go show face for inside of the 10th Assembly. Very interesting one. Now, member of the PDP will be Philip Aduda. When it be say, in the National Assembly since 2003, he may represent Amak Buhari Federal Constituency for instead of the FCT for 2 terms, 2003 to 2011. After which he can be during which he be the chairman of the House Committee on FCT. He can later become senator of the FCT from House member where they represent Amak Buhari. He can later become the senator of the FCT from 2011 till dates. Yes. Now, but unlike the states when they be saying they get 3 senatorial seats, FCT get only 1 senator. Yes, and that one can make the senator where they represent the national capital. They regard them as, some people they regard them as governor. Some people you get the way they regard them because only 1 senator from FCT for the house. So they get the how did they see the senator where come from with the senator representing FCT. But I do that and Abuja indigene when it be, and that now when one of the factor when it be say many people believe say that what they give them the edge when he take the win over in contestants, high take B. But inside of this 2023 election we just finished, Philip Aduda, him be lose in 4th term bid to the lady what they call Ireti Kingibe. Ireti Kingibe Unlike Aduda now an Abuja citizen, Abuja indigene, but the retina no be indigene, and the candidate of Labour Party, where she be, but she don't take that particular seat for inside of the FCT as the FCT senator, the senator representing the FCT for inside of the Senate House for the 10th Assembly. So one of the strong hand or experienced old parliamentarian when we show face now the FCT minister, the current FCT minister will be Senator Philip Aduda. Go show face for the 10th Assembly. The person will go replace him there now Ireti Kingibe of the Labour Party. Now go replace him. All of them they there. Then we see Nicholas Osai. That one self day there, where they represent Ndokwa East, Ndokwa West, Ukwa, and the federal constituency for inside of Delta State for the House since 2011. Nicholas Osai, now somebody when he be say during debates, during debate, it vocal, it flow, it vocal well during debate for the House there, especially when the way they talk has to do with rules, has to do with processes, has to do with some kind of things, has to do with law and jurisprudence. Okay, law and jurisprudence has to do with processes, rules, all of those things in the flow for the House. They know them well. Several bills they when it be say because the bills, so many bills where many people sponsor don't fail to pass second reading, because when you sit down on top of those bills, start to bring out things from those bills, start to criticize those bills for during debates, you can look and say Bila said this bill no go fly, but you get like 47 bills to your own credit. For inside of the last time we didn't check, you get like 47 bills where in don't sponsor, where in don't come outside the sponsor them to your own credit, and but in failed to secure a return ticket to the House on the platform of the PDP. They come back as vocal as him be, as vocal as he take be. They come back because him be the chairman of the House Committee on Treaties, Protocols, and Agreements, Osai. Him be leading the popular investigation of the commercial agreements that are foreign loans between Nigeria and other countries, especially China, by President Muhammadu Buhari government. Now, based on how it be, in no go come back for inside of the 10th Assembly. Uzoma Abonta. Who be Uzoma Abonta? Uzoma Abonta now the lawmaker where they represent Ukwa East, Ukwa West Federal Constituency for inside of Abia State since 2007. Since 2007. You see, say no be today meets. Since 2007, Uzoma Abonta, lawyer when it be. Now another person when it be say if you come for debate, he debate well, he voice he vocal well, strong debater when it be. And the legislative experience, it don't show how experienced when it be sometimes when he talk, and you don't get some kind of interventions, you don't bring some kind of things, come inside of debates, you don't do some kind of things for the House there. But in no go get a return ticket to come back for the 10th Assembly. I'll talk about Uzoma Abonta, the lawmaker who represent Ukwa East, Ukwa West Federal Constituency. But how about the Southwest there? We could go for Ekiti. Biodun Olujimi. Yes. Biodun Olujimi, former Deputy Governor of Ekiti State, Senator Abiodun Olujimi, don't they represent Ekiti South Senatorial District on the platform of PDP since 2015. Strong woman. She later became the minority leader of the Senate for inside of the current 9th Assembly. And she don't sponsor different kind of bills to ginger more female participation for inside of Nigerian politics. She don't ginger. Some of her bills got to do with make more women involved for Nigerian politics. Olujimi will not lose her re-election bid to the candidate of the APC. She know they come back again. She don't did that house since 2015, but she don't lose her ticket to the candidate of the APC. So she not go there the 10th Assembly. Talk about Senator Abiodun Olujimi, strong woman. Then another person we did there, the incumbent deputy minority leader of the House, we named Natobi Okechukwu, where they represent Aninri Agu Oji River Federal Constituency for inside of Enugu. Aniri Ogo Oji River Federal Constituency for inside of Enugu State there. Now where they represent, and in the House since 2011. When in the House there since 2011. When in the House, but well, as you take me, I don't want to use the word unfortunately, but as you take me, the show face for inside of the matter. Yes, the show face for the 10th Assembly. Yes, because another strong debater. Yes, they know the debate well, and then now one of the guys when he be say. We talk about him, talk about Osai, talk about Abonta. Three of them, they know them as strong debaters for inside of the House there. They know I'm saying they criticize anybody with defects from any minority opposition camp to majority side. They go drag the person, criticize the person, but make them to the 10th Assembly based on how it be. All right, so all of those things now waiting there on ground for inside the National Assembly. I just say make we scratch them sharply. What do you feel? You know who will be your own senator will represent you, apart from the FCT senator. Talk about senator-elect for FCT. Talk about Ireti Kingibe. You know your own senator. You know your House of Rep member for your state. All right, make we talk about them. Then make we talk about the new notes, which now the one want to be take open the curtain. We could talk about the new notes and the old notes. How far the old 500, the old 1000, you see them use. We could talk about them. All right, the numbers they there 0903 22 29 797. We got 0818 22 22 205. We got 0818 22 22 206. You want to send message for inside of WhatsApp there quickly. The message, the numbers they there. Yes. Make I see on top of WhatsApp. Good morning, Chief Priest. You said something very important this morning concerning insurgency, which we need to look into deeply. Based on my experience in security, defense, and finance, I think we never observed tactics of insurgents pre, during, and post-election times. Based on my experience, I can logically say that they use that window to study the incoming government and re-strategize before they launch themselves back into action. This morning news is to fire warning shots to incoming government. I think the incoming government should take the opportunity to strategize on how to handle the matters. Thank you so much, caller. For that one, we don't talk. All right, they talk about insurgency. Yeah, caller, they send us a message there. They talk about insurgency. I see your message there. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. Say, the news where we hear about attacks and all of that. Now, just to now something when we say the incoming government, the president-elect, and all the governors elect where they go elect on Saturday, they need to strategize and plan on how to handle the matter with concern insurgency. Thank you so much, caller, for that one. Oh, caller, you be security expert. You say with your experience with security. You be security expert. Oh yeah, no. No, I'll see you there. Thank you so much for that one. The numbers they there to send your messages. With a check, the National Assembly, the old parliamentarians will come out, and some of the old parliamentarians will still stay back. Now, what we done the check since for inside of the big talk this morning, and I done they ask you, say you know your own senator or your own House of Rep member. Make we talk about 0903 22 29 797, 0818 22 22 206. All of them they there this morning, based on how it be. Now, some of the people, when it be say, still on some of the people, when they go still come back. Kabiru Gaya, we don't tell you about Kabiru Gaya on top of the matter. But make I see who they decide first. Hello, who they decide? Hello, I greet you.
Yeah, Patrick.
Patrick, how far? How you doing?
I did. Ezemmuo.
Yes.
You asked one question.
Well, which question I asked?
Do I know that's where they represent me for Senate? I don't know.
Okay. Well, you shall know. Okay, Karude Nasarawa State, Abi.
And for the place where they stay.
You did under FCT, Abi Nasarawa?
No, that's our state.
Okay. Okay, so you don't know the one who represent Karo, or the one who represent your own state, Benue State there far away?
Nah, that's not why I did first. So I don't know the person who represent for Karo.
But we need to know.
We need to know.
Don't be laughing, man.
As they talk now, I just have to look for how to know. I will ask people around.
All right.
Especially the indigenous.
Yes.
And going to these people, they say they come. The new ones where they come, the old ones when they come back. The old ones will be sitting there. You say, but the question won't be where we say they for everybody man is this. How comes since 1999 so people they go back there with ease? As if and the place don't become their father inheritance, as if that place them born them. Some people will even go say they go contest for presidential ticket. So come back, collect the ticket, come back comfortably. The thing they surprise me. I don't know whether I say they work for other parts. But I also say we will get that stage where we say some of these old people go come out there. Because if you check them very, very well, check the trend. We know since 1999, things they change. Things they change. And most of, with due respect to our lawmakers, some of them, they never see change with the way old things where they say good things before. So there are some laws we don't be outdated. So there are some laws where we say they suppose don't make new laws where we say go they friendly to this time that we are living. But sometimes if you want bring those new laws, they will begin to bring and the old laws they will come put them, and it's not equivalent to the way of life now. So these new ones that are coming, they come in inside. I don't suppose they will bring their ideas, fresh ideas. We don't want the same thing. And me, I not too bad with the one we say lawmakers will always be say they bring bill, they bring this bill, they bring this bill. The question is how many of these bills they make impact, positive impact in the life of Nigerians.
Like somebody like me, like they represent. Yes.
Hello?
I say for the life of the people where they represent.
Yes. How many of those bills they make positive impact? We don't hear many of them. We see they calculate their achievements. They'll say, I am the one who brought this bill. I'm the one who brought this bill. Like the one from Ekiti State, this woman, where we say she bring the bill, where we say one empower women into more politics.
Yes.
As it stands right now, check the last this way they do, the last presidential election they do. Which woman now represent woman for as presidential candidate? Let's go to the state president and the state governors. How many women they contest to become state governors? I know of one for Niger State. You're one of your colleagues. They always bring that come your show. I know the other woman for Adamawa State. I don't know whether the party did give her the flag bearer. I don't know whether they give her the one former senator like that. Where they say they contest for Adamawa State. So the thing where they be say, if you say you bring big, we want empower women politically, we should see more women in politics. The fact that we do see more women in politics, and they say they kind that one as your achievement, and that one not to really make sense. And these old ones that are coming, please, they should give new ideas a chance. They should give new ideas a chance. If these new ones they come, they give ideas that will change the course of this country. They should look into it, and let's move forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Pato. For that one, we don't talk. They try make I even check, make I see whether I go see your own senator and your House of Rep member. Now, waiting at they try check codedly. Hello, who they decide this morning? Hello.
Good morning, my brother. How are you today?
I'm all right. So good morning to you. Who they talk there this morning now?
Ben, they call from Karo, Abuja.
Ben from Karo.
Yes.
Karo days for inside of Abuja, in Nasarawa State.
Karo, Abuja, not in Nasarawa.
Okay now. I didn't hear you.
No, to get Karo, will be Karo, village for Abuja, Karo village join together.
Okay, quickly, make we hear you because of time.
Yes, so we do that. I hear this way they talk. I say for FTP, my own senator, they don't chance her.
But you don't get another senator now?
Woman don't chance her. I know that man, the president too big.
Woman or human being now?
No, woman don't show and say woman can chance man for it. That is for my Abuja here, but for my state, for my own state, Imo State.
Okay.
Now my honorable senator, the single senator, who Osita Ezemmuo, is coming, bouncing back. You can give it first time he's coming back.
He's coming back, okay.
Yes, now they placed Orota as a collector now.
Okay. Osita is on also. Okay. Imo West. Imo West.
Yes,
okay. Okay.
Olusegun is representing in the placing our former governor Rochas.
Yes. Okay, from our senatorial. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And Ikenga Ugochinyere. Remember Ikenga Ugochinyere?
Yes. Where they get embattled.
Where they go bombing house.
Yes. Yes, where they embattled recently.
People.
Yes.
Yes, he's coming back. I think it's the first timer. He's coming back as Federal House of Reps representing Sidata North, Sidata South.
Yes, he's coming back.
So he's coming to the house for the first time.
For the first time, Abi.
So now then my destiny, then my hand, this situation.
All right. In the comeback under PDP, now Ugo Chinyere they come back. In the come.
PDP, now then two of them come back under PDP.
Under PDP. You said made enough for your hand, Abi.
I've made enough for my hand. Because my picture is my children's picture is in their hands. We have to brighten it more and more.
All right. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. My brother Ben from Cairo. Thank you so much. Now the first time they call us be this?
No.
Okay.
I'm regular for this program for this promo.
Correct guy. Thank you so much. For that one we don't talk. I do with you. All right. One last call. Okay. Right. Okay. I want to take one last call because of time. 6 minutes before 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock with the bust inside the newsroom. Make we hear what it is sub for below the world, especially for Niger. Make I just take this last call. Don't they call me since you go bless the beef you. I know the beef you. Who they decide?
Hello, it's Jerry from Abuja. Good morning.
Jerry, good morning. Quickly, you get like 20 seconds. Quickly.
The person who represent Karo Kokona Kefi senatorial zone is Wadata, and he win.
Yes, under SDP, ba?
Under Nasarawa State.
Yes.
Wadata.
Yes.
Yes. SDP.
Yes. Okay. Yes. All right.
So the guy not Abdullah Adamu candidate for line. He win in the Abulad. I'm the chairman of APC village. Gogo. He win him. Come on there. So and the person will win House of Rep is Gaza. It's the same SDP.
It's the same SDP. Because SDP the power for that side. All right.
They are strong because people don't want PDP and
all right. All right. Thank you so much for that one. We don't call.
In my hometown, they come out our governor who go for Senate. So
which is where?
I'm complete. Only the president are focused.
Hey! All right, I go let you go because of that word. No be radio word. I guys let you go because of that one. You just as you talk that one, say bless you. My mind don't cut. Hey. Anyway, thank you so much, Jerry, for that one. We don't talk. As it be, check your time 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. Now here we go, Bumpy. Why we bring up this one for the big talk now so that we could just ginger ourselves. Because of time, I want to break everything down proper. But make we ginger ourselves, make we know some of the people we don't take for that place, some we don't come out, and the ones, one or two will take their positions, and some of the people will still day. They don't pay for the National Assembly, they still day. So that one will help us get idea what to expect, even for the politician who could be the Senate President, who could be the House of Rep, and of course, waiting to expect as regards the debate, the quality of debate, because the quality of the people will go there and I go determine the quality of the debate. So all of those things now waiting make us bring up this one so that we're going to pay attention to a National Assembly. Very important. They call me the Chief Priest. Make we do this one again tomorrow. Will be Tuesday. We're going to try bringing some guests here. We're going to analyze some things on top of the big talk. Tomorrow, Tuesday, number 7 day for Inside of March. Join me again, No Touch Your Radio. This one, na super Citizen at Sunrise. Now here we go, just bump me on top of Citizen FM 93.7. Get better morning.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. The latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria,